Welcome to the P list. Welcome to the P list. Welcome to the P list. Hey, what's going on? That's Veronica, aka Squid, in the house. Uh, they're just wrapping up their school. Veronica gets done a little bit before the other one, and it's a gorgeous day, so I thought I would film this outside. I'm going to knock this thing out while I make some sweet potato French fries, because for one of my gigs, I buy products at a store and try them out, test them out, let them know what I think. And so right now they're going to have a sweet potato fry snack. But you are going to have this treat. It's what we call a segue in the business of Plist, top 10 wrestlers in the state of Georgia. Now you might feel like I just did this. It's actually been a while, but not a long while. But out of respect, I'll get into that when I'm talking about the people who are in the top 10. There were a lot of changes and a lot of motion. Some people who were in the top 10 last time dropped out this time, and that kind of thing. I'm a couple of notables who did not make the list, but I am going to mention here. One of them is David Ali, who won matches, no doubt, and is making inroads. Absolutely. Big star in Georgia, yes, undeniably. But he also had a couple of key losses. And when I looked at the top 10, I just felt like he just did not crack into the top 10, but I would imagine he's going to be there sooner rather than later. Yeah, unless he gets the honored designation of no longer considered a Georgia wrestler, which means that you're signed with somebody. So I'm hoping that for him most of all. The other one is somebody who he was the most frequent name mentioned on people that I absolutely should have had on the top 10 list or should have gotten a lot of mentions, and that is Owen Knight. However, his big match, he won by DQ and then got the shit beat out of him. Owen Knight is one of these guys who people always say, like, oh, you should really rate him more, really he should be ranked, and all this kind of stuff. But then when I look at the results, here's my question. If he's a guy who's really top 10 wrestler in the state of Georgia, why is he booked so poorly, or at least booked in such a way that does not say main event or upper mid card? I'm just going to throw it out there, but I am going to put him as an honorable mention because I have a feeling in the near future he is going to be in the top 10. Let me get a little closer because now the air conditioner has kicked on. Oh yeah, I got my shirt, baby. I got my shirt. So you know it's P-list time. And Veronica continues to play in the backyard, running around, rolling around the grass, living that life, being a kid. And we're all happy for it. Yeah, thanks for, by the way, the very positive response to the ton of videos I'm putting out. I mean, tonight I'll be watching SmackDown and then putting out a Platinum versus SmackDown video. And then I barely realized that Survivor Series is happening on Sunday. And if I manage to see that, I'll put out a video about that. And after this P-list, sometime this weekend, I'm also going to do a director's cut of the article that I wrote about hardcore wrestling or deathmatch wrestling, which I've been told is going to get some level of national exposure. So that's really thrilling. That's really cool. Let's get to this list. Number 10. First timer on the list. Kind of. Alexander Koloff. Right? Bling. Fun game for the kids, picking up dad's cards. Yeah, WrestleMerica champion. They may have another title name for that title, but as I tell you, if you are the head champion of the promotion, then I'm just going to call you that promotion's champion. I'm not going to find out the name of your individual title, chances are, because who fucking cares? Just being honest. The once Tyson Neen has done great stuff in the past. Wrestled Jimmy Rave in an Iron Man match. Wrestled for the NWA title on more than one occasion. Is definitely improved throughout the years, and now, as Alexander Koloff has the WrestleMerica title, which means he's defending it on every show against very good talent. So congratulations to him making the list. Number 9, Chip Day. Chip Day, this is my thinking. He's had great matches at Southern Honor. He's had great matches at other places that he's wrestled, like Wrestling United, for example. And with AWE set for a series of tapings in November, this guy is going to be featured prominently all over the place of those. So Chip Day may not have a title, except for perhaps the most important title of all, which is Fantastic Fucking Wrestler. Chip Day is number 9. Woo! Another first-timer to this list, number 8, is Trevor Ayon. Trevor Ayon has always sort of skirted the line. Is he going to get into the top 10? Well, he's in there now. Now he's wrestling for any number of promotions. In fact, he's going to be out here for Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling here in Florida, who I talked about on the last Full Disclosure, about what a great job they've done booking and promoting in the age of COVID. But Trevor Ayon is now getting noticed. Trevor Ayon is now doing big shit. Trevor Ayon is now living up to that dreaded P word, potential. And people are taking notice of him, and he's delivering the goods every week. Trevor Ayon is number 8. Welcome to the P list. Woo! Number 7, Austin Towers. Bam! Rising slightly in the top 10. Austin Towers, this is a good spot to be in. When you make your way onto the P list is a big deal. And then when you start rising up the rankings, just ask a couple of these people who are ranked very high. They've taken a long time to get there. Austin Towers feels like an overnight success that's been years in the making. I'm sure you know what I mean by that. Austin Towers is going to have a series of really big matches coming up. He's wrestling Logan Creed. He's being featured more prominently after a cup of coffee in Southern Honor. Now they're beginning to work him into angles, and he's paired with David Ali over there, and he's just doing big fucking things. If this guy showed up on an AEW Dark in 2021, would it shock you? It wouldn't at all. If this guy showed up at the motherfucking Performance Center, would it shock you? No, it would not. Austin Towers, another guy like Trevor Ayon. It's great to see him on this list. Great to see them living up to potential. And it's really good to see Trevor Ayon on here, because maybe he'll just start pissing and moaning. It would be great if he did. I'm sure he won't. That's part of the shtick. But Austin Towers certainly seems to know how far he's come. And he ain't at the end of his journey yet. Ooh. Number 6. Logan Creed. Logan Creed. Dude, is there a promotion he has not shown up for? And let's be honest. You know I'm always going to say the crazy thing. The crazy like a fox correct thing. With Southern Honor going through the problems that they are, right? Joe Black injured. The title up in the air. They're going to announce tomorrow what they're going to do about the title situation. And Gunnar Miller suffering that loss, which dropped him out of the top 10. And who knows if he's going to continue to wrestle. I assume he is, but maybe he's not. Right? Southern Honor, which went from having the definitively best roster, and now, how bad does it look for shitting on Logan Creed, who was their champion and such a prominent babyface star for them for so long? And now, apparently, that bridge is fucking burned to ashes. Have they ever needed Logan Creed more? Probably not. Let's be honest. But every other promotion seems to realize what they've got in this guy and are booking him in prominent spots. That's why Logan Creed is number 6. I got it. I don't got it. She's a card flying in the air. She was going to get it. Number 5. Tyler Culprit. Can you believe this shit? Can you believe this shit? The guy holds the Anarchy TV title. The guy holds the Pro South title. The guy's being booked in gimmick matches. The guy's being put in feuds everywhere he goes. This guy's being used to get other people over. He's putting out these crazy promos online. This guy's getting himself attention. This guy's doing good work. And somebody noted in their report about him, you know, when the guy started doing less, he started doing better. That's just a paraphrase, a really brilliant one, by the way. But it's absolutely true. Tyler Culprit has made himself a star on the scene. Made himself a star on the scene. Of course, people have booked him, but booking has followed the work that this guy has done. He's earned every good thing he's gotten, and he has cracked the top 5 in the state of Georgia. Who'da thunk it? Holy shit, Tyler Culprit. Ooh, long live Culprit. Number 4. Shane Marks has never been this high on the list, but come on. He's the Peach State champion. He's the Anarchy champion. He defeated in a 3-way dance Jeter and Logan Creed, guys who have been on the P list before, the guys who have been number 1 on the P list, former wrestlers of the year. Come on. Can't deny it now. In fact, you might say it's undeniable. Shane Marks is number 4 and threatening to go even higher. Number 3, AC Mac. AC Mac. Action's back. Doing shows that means he's back. Right? Longest reigning champion of any of the major leagues in Georgia. I believe that's correct. AC Mac. Nobody can deny the great ring work. Can you imagine if the SCI, either version, was allowed to take place? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how high AC Mac would be right now? But nonetheless, he continues to do great work. And this is another one like Shane Marks, who's no doubt going to be even higher in the next top 10 ranking. How can that be, Steve? You'll see. AC Mac is number 3. Woo! Number 2, Michael Judas. And Michael Judas is knocking on number 1. He's the Southern Fried Champion. He's getting great matches in WrestleMerica. Everywhere he goes, he does great work. One of these guys that you're like, man, he should have even had a bigger career. But that means 2 things. 1, it's a compliment, sure. But 2, you may not have already known what a great career this guy had. Of course, Steve, we know all about the stuff that he did in Wildside and Anarchy. No, not just there, though that stuff is amazing enough. I'm talking about his stuff in Puerto Rico. It was beautiful, baby. This guy ain't done. This guy is at the great juncture of still being physical in his prime. At the tail end of his physical prime. But up here, he's got it better than he's ever had it. He's in that perfect sweet spot, that perfect juncture right now. And the proof is in the pudding, man. Michael Judas is the real motherfucking deal. And the closest thing to somebody who is an actual, like, big-time feeling star who's a spectacle in and of himself. Michael Judas is number 2.
Wait a minute. Before we get to 1-1, you need to look fashionable, so...
Drop the leaves, put the leaf in my hair. Thank you. Our number 1, probably not a shock, Joe Black. I'm going to be honest about something. Full disclosure, if you will. I did a P list for the top 10 wrestlers in Georgia because I wanted to put Joe Black number 1 for one final time here in 2020 because he deserves it. Beat Gunnar Miller in their big, huge matchup. Beat Corey Hollis to win the title. He's relinquished the title, so now Southern Honor is going to do what they're going to do to crown a new champion, of course. But Joe Black, apparently, the word on the curb is he's not going to be out all that long, I hope. But in any case, I think with all the work that he's done over the last year and a half, 2 years in particular, certainly he's been working longer than that, but I'm saying in the last year and a half, 2 years, I just felt like he deserved to touch that top spot yet again. So I did a top 10 list. Joe Black is our number one. Of course, that's going to be different the next time we do the top 10 list. And it's going to probably be, everything's going to be shaken up. I would predict that not one person is going to be in the exact same spot. People are either moving up, people are moving down, people are going to get knocked off this list, and others, Owen Knight maybe, David Ali maybe others, will find their way onto this top 10 list. But that's what makes it so exciting. Veronica! And anyway, that was our top 10 on our P list. Hey, Veronica, you want to play a fun game?
Yes.
The game is called Pick Up the Cards in Order. Yay!
Zach Black.
Sucker. Thank you for joining me for the P list. Joining for the P list. Joining for the P list.
I'm gonna be here now. Photo bomb.
Photo bomb. Cutie.